What up, 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 my peoples. Happy New Year, my motherfucking peoples.
Happy New Year, man. Let's go.
Quality Minutes podcast is back in effect. Sponsored by yours here at the Quality Minutes Network. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, sir.
Yes,
Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy New Year. Sing it for me, Marquita. Sing it for me, Marquita. Never give me a little bit of that.
Never would have made it. Never could have made it without you.
Come on now.
I would have lost it all.
Jesus.
But now I think, yes, Jesus.
Show.
Yeah,
man, definitely, bro. So glad to make it to 2023, man. A lot of folks didn't
make it.
Didn't make it. Some of the niggas in my house didn't make it. You hear me?
Cool. Wait, what?
Some of the people in my house ain't make it. You hear me? Fuck around. How y'all been doing, man? How was the holidays, man? How was everything for y'all, man? Y'all enjoy yourselves? Stay safe.
I was relaxed.
It was good.
That was all that I needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
on doing it too.
Man, lying, man. Them days off were super clutch. You hear me? I was so upset having to go back to the regular life schedule. It was just like, but you know, we made it, man. Ain't no complaints my way, man. What about you, Speedo?
It was good, man. I think the highlight for me was having some time off, and my wife had some time off, so we got to hang out a lot. Started watching Yellowstone. That's for another episode. That's for another episode. Listen, Yellowstone is fire.
Okay.
I've been trying to look. I've been an advocate for this show for like the last few months, and I'm finally glad y'all got a chance to tap on it because it's a great show, bro.
It's a great show, and I'm not like a cowboy. Like I don't do cowboy and western stuff. So that was my why I was so hesitant. But I started watching it in that first episode. We like, okay, it's like
just throwing niggas in a ditch in the middle of the desert. Like
if I can describe it, if I can describe it, I would say it's the Sopranos in Montana.
That's a great way to compare. That's a great comparison.
Sopranos in Montana. Yep.
Or if you're a video gamer, it is Dead Red Redemption 2. But in just live form, like it's live. I never thought that these cowboys was really out here thugging like this. These dudes are thugs, hooligans. Like these are the Bloods and Crips of the Cowboys. You know what 100%. I'm saying? They are not playing any games, man. They got an Indian reservation, and the Indians is gangsters too. Did you know that the Native Americans is gangster too?
Listen, they all killing and stealing, bro. Like everything, everything, man. But it's a good show. It's so well written, though. Like the dialogue is so good, man. They drop little gems in there.
Yes.
Kevin Costner is in there, right?
Yes,
he's like one of the main.
He plays John Dutton.
Yep.
Hey, clap it up for Kevin Costner, man, because he ain't been on the scene in a long time, man. Clap it up for Kevin. So that's some quality content early for y'all for this new year. You need something to watch. Tap into Yellowstone. It's one of the number one shows in the nation too. So check on in, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's New Year's, man, and are y'all going with the New Year, New Me kind of thing? Is that what we doing out here?
Well, speaking of that,
how about no?
No.
Speaking of that, I have our top 5. I'm not going to do 10 today. Okay. Top 5 New Year's resolutions for 2023. This is brought to you by ABC News. And so yeah, let's get this going.
Cool. Let's get it.
Let's start from 5 being the least, number 1 always being the top. All right. Okay. So number 5 resolution out of the top 5 resolutions for 2023. Spend more time with family/friends. 37% said that.
That makes sense.
That's a good one.
Number 4, save more money. 39% said that.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that those be flipped, but okay, whatever. I'm gonna just hold it off. Number 3, lose weight. 40% said that.
Really? I thought lose weight would be number one
Hit the
because
What's
gym,
gonna
right?
them gyms
Gym
be
wait a
membership.
while?
packed in
Wait a
January.
while.
That first month, and then
Oh
everything goes
my
downhill.
God. People like me who go to the gym regularly, man, I be like, man, come on. Like machines we be taking up, like
People in there when they new outfits on, just look spiffy up in that
just
boy.
wandering about, don't know what they do. Come on, man. Like, I get it. Okay, I support you. I support your journey though.
Well, they just gotta finish it out, man. Because I've heard so many people talk about I'm at to get in the gym this year, and a week later you see them at the buffet.
They have it
Oh,
all for
baby,
7 days.
please.
What else you expect? 7
So
days. They gave it. They
look,
gave
it
it.
doesn't count if only time you get in the goddamn gym for the new year is the week that the ball dropped. That does not help, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be consistent. That should be on the
Gotta be
list.
consistent.
Consistency.
Well, see, y'all mixing 2 up because the 2 up with lose weight and eating healthy because number 2 was eating healthier. Is
Oh,
eating healthier. 50% said that.
Okay, I can see that.
Here's the number 1. See, all these are, I guess, different. I don't see how, but number 1 is exercise more. 52% said that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
so
exercising more and eating healthier and losing weight, 3 totally different things.
true. I mean,
Um,
they all go in the same kind of
I
category.
think
Though.
exercising more and losing weight kind of go in the same
Yeah,
category.
because unless you're just exercising just to get big as hell, I
I mean, you
mean,
can
which,
exercise and
by
get
the way, you've
stronger.
won. Why are you in the gym anymore? You've won. Like you already are swole. You can't even move your neck. You're won. Let it go.
Well, the reason I say this because how else are you losing weight other than eating right and exercising? Like, what other means are you
yeah.
smoking crack, possibly? But but like those things go together. You're like getting healthy. You know what I mean?
You would think. I would think, but
You
they
can lose weight having
categorize it 3
sex.
different ways.
You can
So
lose weight having sex. I mean, that's an exercise, though. I
you
guess.
know how much sex you gotta have to lose a significant amount of weight? That's all you doing.
Have sex with a biggins. I ain't gonna
Anyways,
start the year off like that.
come on, we not starting the year off like this, man.
We already did. We did it already.
like,
It's over. We might as well keep the ball rolling now.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. My New Year's resolution is not to be petty out here. But it's not working already.
You're
Yeah,
petty
no.
LaBelle by now. Right
Yeah,
now, you've
definitely.
already started off the year already.
Definitely, most definitely. I mean,
But nah, I mean, what are y'all resolutions? Each one of us, let's give what you have for yourself as a New Year's resolution for 2023.
you go ahead with that. You start off with that one, Speedy.
I don't know that I don't really ever make resolutions. Last year I just like set goals for myself. Well, in previous years I just set goals for myself, and I was listening to another podcast, and somebody said like, you know, create new habits instead of new resolutions. And so I think I want to just create some different habits for myself. Like for number one, like getting to bed, like getting enough sleep. That's one of those things that
That's
I don't
important,
do.
man.
Yeah, I don't go to sleep in time like I should, and I'm not on a regular sleep schedule. So getting more sleep. I try to always like make it a point to read as much as I possibly can each year. One year I said I was gonna read a book a month. So I don't know, it's just creating habits that are gonna benefit my life, make me more healthier, help me connect with my family. And then the other thing is just travel. Like I want to travel more. I was looking back at this year, like I did a lot of traveling, so I just want to continue that.
Yeah, my year was full of traveling this year too, man. I love to keep that up as well. That's important, man, just to get away for a while. Mine, I'll say continue to work on my patience. Because I get irritated very quickly and I don't like it.
You do.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know that about you, Greg.
It takes you got to do some stuff to get me that irritated, you know what I'm saying? So I've been working on myself. Also, I would say
let me just say kudos to you, because I've known this gentleman for a very long time, and I think you're doing a good job, or you've done a good job like in growing in that area, like becoming more patient and like tempering your your temper, like, you know what I'm saying, kind of calming yourself down. So shout out to you for that.
I appreciate that, brother.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, let's clap that up, man.
I appreciate that, man. People be having me.
I do remember back in the day you was a firecracker though. I do remember that. I only remember that because of the stories y'all would tell me, and then you'd be like, "Yeah, if he wanted, he can get." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, that was it.
But
I still got a lot of that in me still, you know, because motherfuckers be having you up. You hear me? They be having you up. Okay,
niggas got me
so
fucked up.
exactly.
Niggas got me fucked up. I'm not the one. Not today.
I would say,
I don't know that song, but
neither. I like it though.
That's what Amanda feels.
I'm about to say,
it's actually a ringtone if you want it. She made that up because she said the same thing you did. She's like, people be getting me fucked up. Like
they do.
Yeah, they do.
All the way.
All the way to the top. All the way to the top.
well, with me, you gotta really try to take me there. Like you have to choose violence with me to get violence from me. Like I really don't be wanting to do it. So I understand, Greg.
It's tough, man. It's a tough task, especially when you're trying to keep yourself in the medium, and then you know they're trying to raise your volumes to the top. You know,
this is how I look while I'm serving Jesus. You don't want to see me without him,
because you know the cream rise to the top. The cream.
Shout out to the Macho Man Randy Savage, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Macho. But like I say, I work on my patience. Try to be a more active dad. I work a lot, so I'm trying to establish a lot more time of some quality time for my family and stuff like that, man. Because motherfuckers be having you up, okay. And also just trying to get back in shape. I had to slow down on my hydration too. I'm you know what I'm saying, because I had to hydrate, so you know I had to slow down a little bit on my hydration. So I got a couple of them going on. So just trying to be a better Greg, man.
But I think like these are things that outside of just doing it in the new year, this is just something
just better.
You just want to be better you every day. You know what I mean? What about you?
We'll be the 40 ball this year, buddy. So we gotta say
the 40 ball.
40 gang, baby. What's up with you, Miss Keita?
My New Year's resolution, it's funny you should say we're about to be a part of the 40 gang. It goes with me being part of the 40 gang soon. Mine is coming in 6 months now. I'm a July baby. So whoop, whoop. So my thing is I'm trying to work on sorry, not sorry.
Ooh,
tell me about that.
Because for so long I felt like I had to apologize for what I naturally am, you know, and it's not like I'm not human. And what are you trying to be, an alien? You know, no, it's not like that. I'm saying having to live within your truth and having to be accepted by those. And if they're not accepted by those, having to leave those behind and say, sorry, not sorry. I'm gonna keep on moving if you don't want to be in the same space. I know I'm a good person. I know I work on trying to be a good friend. Yes. I am constantly pouring into people who sometimes are just undeserving of that pouring into. And for that reason, you'll humble yourself at times and you'll be like, oh, well, I apologize that, you know, my energy, my brightness is making your light feel so much more dimmer. No more of that.
I know sorry, that's right.
Sorry. Yes, so if you can't match my energy, if you can't pour into me the same way, then sorry, not sorry, got to leave you behind, baby. Sorry. That goes for mom, that goes for dad, that goes for siblings, that goes for aunts, that goes for cousins, that goes for uncles, that goes for grandparents, that goes for anybody. The only people who get the most consideration out of me are my children. And that's because they are still young enough to where I still have to give them that consideration. But at a certain age, I'd say once they hit their adulthood, hopefully, and it's not saying that they're not considerate children, they are. But if they ever were to turn from whom they are right now into somebody else, still, again, sorry, not sorry. Like, this is who I am. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to better myself every day. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I'm not about to, because you feel insecure about yourself, in my light to make you feel more comfortable and apologize. Not doing it no more. And I was doing it at one point. So sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, no, that's good. Message. I hear that. I think we're getting to that age where people or new people that we welcome in our life, even old people we have in our lives, man, they have to be assets and not liabilities. And,
for sure.
What are you laughing at?
The dog was all up in, like, give me some of that. Give me some of that.
He tripping right now. There's birds outside the window, so he's ready to lay the murder game down. So I'm trying to comfort him right now because he is ready to go in right now. These birds
down, Bobby.
Calm down, Bobby. They just out there just
picking at him.
Yeah.
He was all up in. He was like right here, like, what you say? What you say?
And that mud. They get us.
They doing Morris Day. Have you heard? It's a brand new day. It's called Bird.
I thought about that right the other day, bro. I thought about that goddamn song the other day, man.
Shout out to Morris Day. Morris Day got a lifetime achievement award at the Soul Train Awards the last.
Oh wow.
He deserved it, man.
Random fact.
He deserved it, man. That's classic. Yeah, for sure. For sure, man.
So did you give yours, Speedy? I heard I did mine.
I just rattled off a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we got our 3. And so now let's get into, I want to start it off with this question. What is it that each one of us learned from each other this past year? Working together.
Lord have mercy.
/ family.
Ooh.
Because really, relatives is different from family. Relatives are the people who you by blood are bound to. You can't change that. Family is who you make in your life and have the choice to select. So we're family.
Yes,
what
indeed.
do we learn as a family from each other to better ourselves moving forward into the 40 Club?
Me personally, I've learned a lot from y'all over the years, of course, but of course this year when I got married as well, a lot of the marital support and the certain issues that I might have been dealing with, I was able to bring to you guys. You both gave me your different sides of it and different aspects of how to look at certain situations, and to incorporate conversation into it. Patience is one of the other things. Don't let nobody mess up your marriage. I've learned some real key things that benefit me and my family from y'all. So I definitely appreciate y'all for everything y'all done did and continue to do, because y'all family. I ain't never going nowhere. Even if you get tired of my ass, I ain't going no motherfucking where. So you might as well get used to it, motherfuckers. So salute to y'all, man. My La Familia.
Woo! What about you, Speedy?
Kind of like what Yak said. I learned the value of that family and how important family is. I saw a tweet yesterday that said, like, every time I spend time with my loved ones, like it's healing, right? And so every time like I'm in space with y'all, like it's like kind of fills my bucket. It makes me feel better. And even when I was going through some very challenging times this year, like simply spending time, even when like maybe you'd even know I was going through something, like just being in space with y'all and was just good for me. And then like, I think back to your wedding, Greg, and like it was such a good time, right? Just to be.
Sorry, Keita. Sorry.
I tried to move past. I tried to move past that, man.
I was gonna bring it up in a joke.
I know you were. I know you were.
But no, man. I just those memories of the wedding and the memories like in Myrtle Beach, like those are such good memories, man.
Yes,
and I needed those moments in that time, and like and it reaffirmed like the importance and the value of like having that family in my life and my good friends and my brothers and my sister. Y'all are my brother, my sister, you my sister. So that's what I learned.
Yes, indeed, man.
Okay. I learned I can say at least 3 things. Don't take it personal. I
Please don't.
had to take, I mean, because when you take things personal, you can really mess up a lot. You have to
Mhm.
be able to say, mistakes happen. Things are just not that deep that you got to take it that personal. Like, yeah, you had a lot you were dealing with. And if anybody has been married, you understand how a wedding can go and how easily things can get misconstrued or mixed up, and you don't mean to discount somebody, but
Yeah,
things can happen. I was discounted by accident. It wasn't on purpose.
it wasn't.
Y'all had your head space in a totally different place. And even though some people be like, that was the biggest moment in his life. Let me tell you something. There's plenty of other big moments I've been a part of regarding y'all's lives that
Most definitely.
I understand that the wife took control mainly of the wedding, and you were just needing to know the time and the date, and you yourself ain't think about it. Ryan ain't think about it. He's trying to just support you.
Mhm.
So it's like, I'm not going to take that personal because we've had too many years together,
Yeah.
and that connects also to the point where I've learned I'm not alone. I'm always supported.
Most definitely.
Sometimes that's where people lose their drive for life, and unfortunately people want to get take themselves out. They don't feel like they have that love or support. I know
That's
I do.
true.
I've learned that from y'all. Most people will be like, oh wait, what about your family? You mean my relatives? I'm not saying that they don't love me. I'm not saying that at all. But the thing is, when you sometimes are so deep in a tough situation, you're like, don't nobody understand me. Don't nobody want to hear me. Don't nobody get me.
Hmm.
Un- don't nobody want to get there to understand me. So the thing is, having you guys as my brothers, although I have brother, you're my extended brothers.
Yes.
I'm not alone. Like, even if I feel that my family has forsaken me, y'all haven't. So I'm always supported. And that goes with, are you going to let one time mistakes keep you from the people who love you the most or who will be there for you the most when the people who were supposed to be there aren't able or capable or willing to, but they are. You know what I mean?
I feel
So I
that.
know
Yeah,
I'm,
for
I'm
sure.
always supported. And the third thing is, this goes to our text that we had earlier in the week, which I found was
Uh-oh.
hilarious. Facts always will take over emotions. If you can bring facts, facts will always stick more than emotions. Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Uh-oh.
Let me explain. Let me
This should be
explain.
good.
Let me explain. So earlier, audience, and this is not something that needs to be highly recapped on.
Jesus Christ.
We were having we often talk to each other, audience, me, Greg, and Speedy, me, Yak, and Speedy, and we'll talk to each other on text or on phone or FaceTime, whatever. And so there was within the English language, we
Oh
mixed.
man.
Me and Greg were a little confused by something that me and Yak were confused by something that Speedy had said. Either way, it turned into like a whole like joke, get at you match, and at the end, the facts was, as the audience, Greg and myself, being confused, we just needed clarity. That's all it was.
Yeah,
It had
I'll say
nothing to
that.
do with who was right, who was wrong. It was just, hey, look, the audience just didn't get it. That's the whole point. We just didn't get it. And so, you know,
Not
right,
necessarily to say we didn't get it. We just were.
confused, but we were confused because I kept on saying, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah.
you said it. And the thing was, at a certain point, Speedy humbled himself and was like, hey, look, it is what it is. You right. All right. Y'all didn't get it. Moving
Fellas,
on. And
fellas.
that was
Sometimes you
enough.
gotta learn to shut the up. You know what I mean? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Sometimes you just gotta
Because
bail out, man. Sometimes you just,
sometimes you hit that eject button, get
I
out.
know I know you guys
But it
heard this.
wasn't just, it is not just fellas. Greg was on the same wavelength as me. It's not like, why am I people? Never mind. Point blank is,
Fellas,
It goes back
we
to our
moved forward.
conversation months ago.
which
When you
was
when you know you can't win, is when you win.
But did I not use facts? My facts, Speedy, was just point blank. We were the audience. We was confused. That's it. That's it.
So, audience, if y'all concerned about what the question was,
No,
okay.
I don't
No,
want
no, no,
to.
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
nah,
no,
yeah,
no,
I'd like, yeah, maybe
no, no,
pose
no,
that
no,
question, you know?
No, because it's just
because I want y'all to comment below if y'all feel how we were kind of feeling that particular time. So it was a Wednesday afternoon,
Set the scene.
and so we're in the text group. It was Wednesday afternoon.
We're on
We're
the phone.
trying to see.
Face-
Yeah, we're on the phone. Yeah,
FaceTime.
FaceTime. We were having a conversation about when we're going to shoot the podcast, or some content. So Speedy says we're going to shoot next Saturday, which was the upcoming Saturday. Which here was the conversation started right there. Within like next Saturday, did you mean like next week Saturday or the Saturday coming up? So Speedy says next Saturday, meaning as the Saturday that's next on this calendar. And we were like, well, it kind of means next Saturday after that Saturday, because he said next. So what do y'all think, audience? If somebody came to you on a Wednesday and says, hey, let's do this next Saturday, would you be thinking that it's the upcoming Saturday or the upcoming Saturday after that, like the next Saturday? Comment below, man. Comment below.
Comment below.
Well, I'm
I
sorry,
think
Coach.
I think we're gonna take this particular segment. And
Yeah, I'll put that right up there. Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
put this right at the front, and we're gonna post this. I'm curious to hear what people have to say.
because I said, well, no, if you're meaning this week, the Saturday, that's this Saturday. And
Yeah.
And Speedy got so upset with me. He was like, I ain't about to go on semantics.
I got upset talking about what
he sent us a Webster dictionary of what's next is.
This, what this is.
I was just looking like
here's what it was. You was arguing, like you were arguing this point, and you said like everybody knows this, and I'm saying like no, that's not true. It's not a true fact for everybody. And in that same,
no, you're right.
Listen, hold on.
The
same rule does not apply to every context. Is what I'm saying. Like, so for you to say like, oh, everybody knows, I'm like, no, everybody does not know that, and that's it.
That's
like,
a fact.
So I get it. Like, if we say, well, this week or this Saturday, I get it. I understand what you mean. If you say next Saturday, it could be this upcoming, or it could be the next one. Like, I get
the
it.
next one.
No, now let me fall on humility right now, Speedy. You're right. I don't remember, but if I did say that, you're correct. That I did make a fallacy. I made an exaggerated statement. Everyone does not know. Because if everyone did, guess what? You wouldn't have did it. So therefore, it's not everyone. So if I did say that, whether I remember or not, I'm saying my bad.
Wait, listen, I'm glad we're recording this right here. Let's give it up for Marquita. Let's give it up. Let me tell you something. I have had some debates with this woman right here over the course of my life.
Yes, they have, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Listen. Shout out. I appreciate you. Listen, hey, I appreciate you. It was a miscommunication on my end as well. Hey, that's what it was.
You just gotta win, Speedy.
Growth, ladies and gentlemen.
Do another one for you. Do another one for you. Do another one for you.
2023, baby. Yes.
We are starting this year off with a mother and bang. You hear me?
I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Jack has been in the middle of 20 plus years worth of arguments between him and I about just say that you understand that you were wrong.
Stupid
no, you just
stuff.
say that you understand that you were wrong. Now we almost at 40, and now we getting to this point.
Because I think we all have learned the concept that knowing that you can't win, you win. Speedy had to remind me of my own stuff a few times because I tend to forget that you can't win. You can't win. And as soon as you figure out you can't win, the winning starts to happen.
That's when the universe is like, all right, I got you.
Got it, right? He got it.
I got you. There you go.
There you go, right
win
there.
The battle and lose the war, or you can win the war and lose the battle. I'd rather win the war. So if I've got to say, hey, look, I'm wrong in an effort to win the war of keeping friendship and family strong, then that's what I'm gonna do.
I
Because
like
there's a
that.
lot of people who lose that because they just want to win that little measly battle of saying I'm right.
I like that.
I'll leave you with this quote from one of my favorite movies, the famous Alonzo, played by the wonderful Denzel Washington. He says,
Oh, not Alonzo.
his name was Alonzo in the
King
Training
Kong
Day.
ain't got a shit on me. That was is that the quote?
No. No, what you call his character? Jake, was his name? Jake or something? I don't know. But he looks at him in the car. He says, "This is chess. It ain't checkers. This is chess. It ain't checkers."
Yeah, he sure did.
It is.
Been the money,
It's
that
chess.
Monte Carlo. You're right. Using the money.
Definitely.
Oh my God. All right. So y'all are so stupid. What is it that you think most of us a lot of stuff has been happening in society lately. I mean, we're in a recession. Look, let me tell you something. The government can tell me all day long we ain't in a recession. Dollar Tree told me I'm in a recession. When that sucker went from $1 to $1.25, I knew it will never be the same.
Inflation
Things is different out here.
It's insane.
Inflation is sky high.
So with everything that's happening, what is it that you guys, if you could say to our audience, they need to focus more on for this new year for their own mental health? Because let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something right now. Quality Minute, if you haven't gotten it yet, Quality Minutes is all things mental health and physical health. Okay.
Yes.
That's what we're about, to better ourselves within the Black community.
Talk it.
And those who are allies within the Black community as well.
Talk it.
So, with that being said,
definitely
talk that.
So with that being said, what is it that we can all give to our audience for this new year to help better themselves as our own little message to them?
You can't win. Don't try. No, don't even try.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to clarify that, because you don't want somebody else to say, "Oh, well, fuck life."
No, I'm sorry.
Would you like to elaborate on that?
Yeah, let me elaborate.
Please.
Look.
What in the world?
What?
Okay, when I say you can't win, when you see certain battles, you just go, you keep hitting your head at that brick wall.
Yeah.
You're trying to just stick your chest out and just have you be so prideful, and you just don't want to listen to somebody's other side of things, you know. If the outcome, if you see the outcome of you still losing, even if you try to win this particular battle that you're trying to do it, you just got to give it up sometimes. Like, you know what? You got it. It's okay to just give it up. You know what? You got this one. You know what I'm saying? Because if you keep trying to fight a non-winnable fight, especially with somebody who's not even trying to compromise with you, or it may be, if you keep trying to push your issues on them and it's not working, you only one that's hurting is you. It's not hurting nobody else but yourself. So when I do say you can't win, not to say that you can't win in life, like, it's okay that you can, you know, you got to compromise, just like they just did this little compromise right there. You know, you don't see that often. We got it on tape too. I'm glad you even see it. They came to a common ground on tape, so I'm glad we got that in there. But neither one of them gave up the fight this whole time. They were fighting. They was going in. They was, you know what I'm saying, round for round, pound for pound. But then they just realized, you know what? I'm not about to keep doing this shit with you.
Exactly. Listen, I got other things on the menu today. Like, hey.
You see how it all worked out. It came out with smiles and hugs. It's okay. You know
what I'm saying?
Don't fall into the D, Greg. Don't fall into the D. Don't let that happen. Don't let
can't let my D fall, man.
Yeah, the D failed last time.
It did, man. My D be all over the place, man. Pause.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus.
But you can't win all the time, so don't try to. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I hear
Listen,
that.
that'll be mine. Don't kill yourself or nothing like that. Yeah, I ain't mean like that. Now you can't.
Right.
You can win in certain aspects. Now don't lose all the time. God damn it.
Right. Well, I'll go because mine is kind of, I got two, but mine kind of bounces off of yours. Is you have to acknowledge the small victories, like every day, right? Like I think sometimes, you know, we're always looking to make big victories, you know, whether it's in relationships or finances. You know, we want to go from 0 to 1 million like overnight, and that's just not how life works. Like you have to acknowledge the small victories. Like, did I get up this morning? Okay, boom. Got up this morning. Did I get up on time? Boom. I got up on time. Did I get dressed? Did I get to work safely? Like, so like just I think in counting those small victories each day will help you to kind of put things in perspective, because we forget about those things. We always want the outcome, right? We want the big outcome when we forget about, you know, just getting to this place right here. And the other thing is, part of that is like just turn your phone off for a minute. Like, you know, if you're somebody who's on social media, like just turn it off for a moment, because social media is just it's
saturated bullshit.
It is. And I'm on there too. I'm on there for entertainment. I'm on there for different reasons. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey. Anyway, yeah, just turn off the phone, stop scrolling for a minute, man, and just be present, right? And just be present. You know what I'm saying? So, because I know sometimes like me and CJ be watching TV, and I might like have my phone out. Like we might be watching Yellowstone, and I might like pull my phone out real quick and like scroll real fast. And so just be present in the moment. Turn the phone off for a minute. So that was mine.
Yeah. That's big, man. Turn them damn phones off, man, because these social media is not your life, you know, because you can really be consumed with the bullshit that's going on around the world, because all social media shows is the worst of the worst, like, you know what I'm saying,
or the best of the best.
Of the best.
Oh yeah, that's true
in the last couple months, man, like I've had people close to me who, you know, is seemingly having a great time on social media, has shared with me like that they were having a tough time, you know what I mean? And had I not had a conversation with these people, I wouldn't even know, because on social media, it looks like everything is going fantastic. You're right, smiling, and you know what I mean? Like, and so just know that social media is just kind of of representation, and reach out to your people, but just put the phones down for a minute, man. Live in the moment.
Reach out to your people too.
Make every minute count.
Every minute, man. LiveQualityMinutes.com, man.
What you say though? You just said something. What'd you say? Reach out what?
Reach out to your people.
Definitely.
Reach out, man. Communicate. Holler at the person. That's my a test for my audience today, for our audience. Call somebody you haven't called in a long time. A neighbor, a friend, somebody, man. Reach out, because somebody might need to talk to you. You know, somebody might really need to hear your voice just to see what's up with you. So call somebody for the new year, man. Be around, man. You know what I'm saying? Be around. Be available. I'm sorry. Be available. Definitely. I'm sorry, Kita. Go ahead. We'll show
Oh no. I'm agreeing with everything y'all saying. So of course I agree with everything that y'all have said. Just to touch on what you had said, Speedy, about social media, you know, let's keep it real, y'all. I am single out here. And although I am happy with myself, that does not mean that I don't desire to have a partner that I can be secure with. Eventually that'll happen. Jehovah God will send that to me. But for right now, I am enjoying the little things that he has given me. Like you said, Speedy, having to wake up in the morning, having to be able to eat. I may not be able to eat crab, lobster, shrimp every day, but guess what I'm eating? And there's something that somebody might not be able to have every day, is the sense of security, food security on a regular basis.
Right.
That's true.
But another thing is, when you look at these social medias and these couples are showing each other, embracing each other as soon as they come through the door, and he's feeding her, whatever, who's holding the camera? They got it propped, right? So it's been a setup for you to see how they embrace each other as soon as they come through the door. What happens though as soon as that camera comes off that
Get the fuck away from me.
Right.
right.
You know, nigga, don't touch me. You know, all sorts
You
of
get on
stuff
my
like
motherfucking nerves.
right. They show the best of the best, just as you said, Speedy, but then yet they don't show always the worst of the worst.
That's true. That's true.
So the thing is, don't be fooled and start having those questions coming to your head when you're looking and saying somebody's having a much better life than me. Yeah, they're always on trips, but are they sleeping on a floor mattress? Are they sleeping at their mother's home?
They never know.
Are they on somebody's couch? Because guess what? If you ain't paying rent and nothing's in your name, I could do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
But I've got
sure.
responsibilities that take that away. So don't look at it as, oh my goodness, I can't do right now. Think of it as if I handle my business now, what I can do later. Don't let that influence you. My thing is, if I can encourage everybody, the one thing I would say is pour into others only if they're willing to pour into you. And I would have said it differently. I would have said pour into those who the same way they pour into you, but then that would probably give some of y'all who don't understand my message the license to think stay in a toxic relationship, and if he's toxic, I'll be toxic back to him.
No.
And that's not what I'm saying. So I'm a switch it. Instead of saying pour in the same that somebody's pouring into you, instead of saying that, I'm gonna say pour into those only who are going to pour positively back into you. If somebody is not going to do it, take yourself out of that situation. There's always options. Are you comfortable though is going to be a different story. But which one is first, your comfort or your sense of security? Because if somebody's toxic, it's gonna end up with you being in orange or 6 feet under. If none of y'all have seen this, and I know this is early, y'all gave quality content earlier. I'm gonna give something, and this is for my 80s babies, 90 made me babies. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Talk it, then.
War of the Roses, great movie. If you ain't seen it, you need to check that out. Who's seen it?
This is like Michael. Is that Michael Douglas?
Yes.
I can't say I saw that one.
I know the movie there. Michael Douglas. Well, Michael Douglas was young.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
And let me tell you, in that movie, both lost.
That's true.
Both lost because they kept on wanting to pour into the other the same way the other was pouring into them. And they both lost.
You can't win like that. You can't win like that.
You cannot win. And the thing is, they had choices, but they chose differently because they did not want to accept reality. Reality is if it's toxic, it's toxic. And guess what? If you're not toxic, you're going to end up being toxic because the one who's toxic is always going to win. It's not the one who's not toxic that's always going to win. The one who's toxic is always going to win. So you could either transform from being non-toxic into a toxic person, or you can walk away and leave them to be toxic by them damn selves.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Well, that's true.
A lot of people say, like I hear people say, like I match energy. Like people say, I match energy.
That's why I didn't want to say that.
Right. Like I think that's a toxic mentality because if somebody's coming at you with negativity and you just reciprocating that same energy, then you are you like a part of the problem or the solution, right? It's just tit for tat, right?
It's tit for tat, man. And that doesn't benefit anybody going tit for tat.
You're gonna be petty Betty, but then they gonna be petty LaBelle. We both petty now. Like what? It's just like walk away.
And I gotta learn that too, man, because I'm a petty mother. Okay, I've graduated with a PhD in petty. Okay. But I'm working on it, man. Don't give everybody that type of energy, man. It is what it is, man.
Listen, I graduated from the school of Jay-Z, man. He said, a wise man said, don't argue with fools because people from a distance can't tell who is who. Shout out to Sean Carter, man.
Shout out to Hov.
That was an old line my grandmama used to always say, and it's still true.
Real talk, man. Because
well, I think we've given a lot for 2020.
Definitely.
2023. I do not want to go back to 2020. I think we all remember that. I almost forgot that 3.
Which was fucking awful. Lord have mercy.
And I know we've touched on a lot. That's the only time the world shut down. Not a soul was in the streets. that you
I
can
think we need
find.
another shutdown, to be perfectly honest, especially in my damn city. Detroit is losing their goddamn minds, bro. We need to
So cold in the
we
deep.
need to do an annual 3-month shutdown from here on out. That's my resolution for do a 3-month shutdown. Everybody just got to stay in the fucking house. Stay in
But
the fucking crib.
let's get some quality. Let's get some quality content so that we can wrap this up with the being our first show back for the new year.
Some quality content for the new year.
I'll start it off.
Go
I'll
ahead.
start it off while y'all think. I'm the type person, and if y'all haven't recognized by now about a lot of me as an audience, I have to stay happy. I don't flourish well with drama or with, chaos. And I know most of y'all be like, well, who does? But what I'm saying is I have had a lot of loss in my life to where to watch things like that on television can bring my spirit down. So a lot of it has to be, funny. I can't see things that are very drama filled and emotional. It will change my whole mood and keep me there. So I like watching stupid funny stuff like hangovers in the 21 Jump Streets and things like that, the Fridays, like that's me. So I saw something that was suspense but hilarious. I saw two things actually. One was called Bullet Train. That is not a family show. That is strictly rated R for adults, but it had hilarious content throughout the whole movie, and it had some heavy hitters, Brad Pitt, and some other people on there.
What was the name of it again?
Bullet Train. It's on Netflix.
Yeah. My
Yeah, I
man
think I
from
know what you're talking about.
Atlanta's on that in that movie.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know what you're talking
he
about.
was hilarious. Oh, he was hilarious. And that's on Netflix. And then the other movie is on Netflix, and this one is a movie for families. It's called The Adam Project, and it has my boy, oh God, Ryan something. He plays Deathpool.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
He was also on Bullet Train for a split second, but Ryan Reynolds is in The Adam Project. And I like him too. He's hilarious. So you already know if I like that style of acting, what I'm talking about when I say silly. But it's very family oriented and it's funny and it has a lot of messages like what we're talking about today about having to value family and having to, understand the importance of what is important in life versus what is an option in life. So it those are my two quality content for people, and both are on Netflix. And Netflix is coming hard.
They are.
They coming hard.
Are they? Are they really?
Whoa! You gotta relax. Wait a minute now.
Whoa!
He won't talk about the big D, but he hitting right on that now, ain't
Coming
he?
hard for him for 2023. Coming real hard. I say Yellowstone because it's family oriented.
I don't know, putting bodies in dishes.
Nah, but you gotta see he's doing it for more than the purpose of just putting bodies in the ditch. Like, they're corrupt as hell now. Don't get it fucked up. Now, they did some screwed up shit over life, but the main objective is he just trying to keep his family together. You know what I'm saying? His family and his legacy together.
But also their mafia.
For sure.
Also their gang. Like
blood in, blood out all day. You can't,
for sure.
If you get out the gang, you got to get up out of town or they're gonna murk you. Like for real. They ain't playing no games with you. But dang, I was just about to say something else. What else is some good quality content for y'all for the 2023? Oh, boom. I watched a documentary. And it's not about family. It's not about nothing. It's about the corruption of this goddamn government that we live in. And it's old. It's old. It was Richard Nixon.
To have some people's eyes open in ways they wasn't ready if they haven't seen it.
Bro, it was a documentary of Richard Nixon by Richard Nixon. And they put out the exposed tapes of all his presidency. When I tell you this, bruh, when I tell you this mother was so corrupt, bro. He was calling people niggas. He was calling Jews spicks. He was
Dixon was a
so
wild boy. Yeah, Dixon was a wild boy.
so disrespectful, bro. He was cheating on the it was just mind-boggling how bad this guy was. And he was on the phone just letting it go, bro. He was tapping phones in the White House. Go watch that, Joe. Just because when I watched it, bro, it gave me a perspective of what these presidents really feel out here, bro. Like they really just as racist as everybody else. Like, it was bad, bro. Richard Nixon by Richard Nixon, man. If you can Google that bug, just Google it and tap in, man, because your government officials are some mother oops. You hear me?
Definitely.
Ooh,
I mean, can you just imagine like the presidents before Richard Nixon? Like,
that's what I mean, bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
because he came after Kennedy got murked, and he had one part of there. Just a quote he said, because I think one of Kennedy's nephews, cousins was trying to run for him. He was like, yo, hey, we need to shut him up because if he died too, I mean, he's like, if he died, that motherfucker died too. Like, golly, you can't say that.
yeah.
Wait, what's the name of it? What's the name of it?
It's Nixon by Nixon. That's what it's called.
Is it on Netflix?
I watched it on HBO.
Oh,
honestly.
HBO. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it on HBO.
Nixon by Nixon.
Nixon by Nixon. And they got all the undisclosed tapes that they were trying to cover up for all those years. And they released all those tapes in like 2003 or something like that. So they just put a whole documentary of his, and he was talking bad about women trying to be in the Senate, and he was just dogging them. We can't get these bitches in office. He was going correct. You hear me? He was talking crazy.
I can't wait until the time comes, because the time is coming for Trump the same way, where they're going to expose a lot of what, like we've had our mouths dropped with him for a very long time since he entered into the presidency, when he was in the presidency, and it's just a lot that we still have not heard. But people are going to start dropping those videos, those recordings, and everything else. And when that happens, I mean, man, bro.
And also quality content. Never forget the vandals around this time. What's today's date? The 8th?
Today is the 8th.
It's the 8th.
Today,
2
we're
years
recording
ago.
this on the 8th, yes.
The vandals were climbing the Capitol building a couple years ago, around this time.
I swear I thought I was watching a movie when I cut the TV on, and
never forget about that.
What movie they showing this early?
I was at work, and my boss sent me a text message. It was like, "Are you watching the news right now?" I'm like, "No,
I couldn't believe
it." She's like, "Turn on the news," and it was the wildest thing I'd ever seen. I saw people climbing the walls of the Capitol. Like, what is this?
Like Spider-Man.
Never forget that, and never forget the fact that Brett Favre is still free. And I'll leave it at that.
Drop the mic.
Nah, leave it at that.
Speedy, what about you? What's your quality content?
I'll be quick. The first is like, so I got this. I really like watching. I like Tubi. Like, if you don't have Tubi, TUBI. Like, shout
out to the D movies. Paul.
Listen, there is a series like shout out to Dennis Reed II, man. Dennis Reed and Homestead Entertainment and all those people, I Swear Vezo, like these people who these independent Detroit movies, like they are good movies.
Yeah.
Now they don't have the same budget as everybody. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna give you Avatar or anything. But some of the stories are really good. Some of the acting is really good. So,
and if you
some of them are garbage. Some of them are
garbage enough to make you just roll on the floor with tears coming down your eyes. With how
that's pretty bad. Some of them are pretty bad. Yeah, some of them are pretty bad.
But there's some good ones, man. So I watch a lot of those. Because just to support, man, just to support independent films, you know what I mean? Because it's easy to throw on, put on HBO or Netflix and watch some high money produced piece of crap. You know what I'm saying? But to watch,
a lot of the hood movies are a lot better than those nowadays.
I know, man. They listen, a very hood Christmas is a good Christmas movie. I'm telling you, go watch A Very Hood Christmas, man. All Detroit people set in Detroit. It's like a good movie. Like it's not janky at all. So, and it's funny. So that's the other thing. And then my second piece of content is like get active, man. Like go to the gym, go work out. Maybe not to the gym, but just find something to just get your body moving. You know what I mean? As you get older, your body just don't do what it do like it used to do. You know what I'm saying? So, just get active and get your body moving, because part of, your brain is attached to your body, and part of like developing your mental health and attending to your mental health is like is attending to your physical health. So, so that's my other piece, man. So that's what I got.
Amen to that, man.
Well, why don't you close us on out yet?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, happy mother ooping New Year. Happy 2023. We wish you nothing but love, prosperity, man, success. Make sure you continue to make every single minute count. That's what Quality Minutes is all about, man. It's about the culture, entertainment, and information for you, man. That's what we're here for. We want the betterment for us and you too. You know what I'm saying? So like, share, subscribe, tap into the Quality Minutes Network on YouTube. Follow us on IG, Quality Minutes, Facebook, Quality Minutes. We got more merch and stuff coming for you, especially we got some good shit coming for Black History Month, of course. Hey man, we just love y'all, man. We love you. Love your mama just for having you. You know what I'm talking about? So from your boy Yak, my boy Steve, Miss Keita, what you gonna say to him?
I'm gonna say, taking over for the 99-2000. Let's bring it back to just get the party going.
We leaving off with back that ass up? Is that what we do?
Hey man, listen.
What is going on this evening here? Go Lions!
Go Lions! Go Lions! Shout out to the back in the day, the VFW parties, man. The girls go out with the K-Swiss. They got the K-Swisses out there going crazy to this joint.
Not the Swiss. Oh man, K-Swiss were the female Air Ones at one particular time of life, baby.
Out there sweating they French rolls out, man. Come on,
bro. Bang!
The one thing I wish I could have
Parasuco jeans going in.
Bongo, Versace Parasuco,
Sergio Valentes. What? Come on, bro.
Turn it up. Jackets. Shout out to the Pelly jackets.
Shout out to Avorexes.
Iceberg.
Oh man. Platinum Fubu. But we love y'all, mama, just for having y'all.
Definitely. We out of here.